Woo! Okay, yeah, let's get this, movie review of, Black Christmas started. Is it okay if I say that? I don't want to be called like a misogynistic asshole pig for reviewing this movie. It's me, Ryan.T here, and tonight we're going to be reviewing Black Christmas. Oh, and if you didn't know, this is the second episode of Ryan.T's Shitmas special, so I hope you enjoy. Before I get started, Black Christmas stars these ladies right here, and it also stars this guy right here who came out of The Princess Bride.
Other ways, inconceivable.
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 Inconceivable! You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
No, it's not inconceivable. You better conceive it because he is in this movie. And it also stars this guy right here. And it also stars a bunch of angry white dudes. Okay, I guess let me tell you what Black Christmas is about. Black Christmas is a loose remake of the 1974 Canadian slasher film by the same name. And I'm going to start off by saying some positives about this film. This film does share some similarities with the 1974 film, and that's pretty much all that I got. Black Christmas follows a group of sorority girls that are kind of home for the holidays or home for Christmas, and before they do something that they call their annual orphans feast, where like all the people that are like left behind from the holidays or that are staying there at the campus kind of gather together in the sorority house and eat food. They go to a fraternity house and they do a musical number, like sort of mocking the frat there, because one of the fraternity members raped one of their sorority sisters. This girl right here was the one that got sexually assaulted by this douchebag right here. And so they do this whole musical number and stuff like that, and they go home, they go about their business, and as one of the other girls is kind of walking home, she gets like offed by one of these guys, and the movie kind of progresses from there, and it kind of goes into like sort of slasher film territory, but it takes a while to build up to that slasher film territory because the film has to remind you every 30 seconds that men ain't shit. Men ain't shit at all, which, okay, it was funny the first couple of times because it was kind of clever and like funny the way that they did it, I guess, and they were kind of bringing, I guess, something to the table, but the film ultimately does it so many times that it kind of feels like that one drunk girl that's like taking like women's studies or something like that at a party, and she's just like, well, you know, the male patriarchy is a control of everything and they want women to be subservient and stay woke, motherfucker. Like, alright, okay, cool, chill Bill, chill it out a little bit. And I know what I just said is going to get some of my female friends so pissed off because they're going to be like, oh, of course you would say that because you're a fucking man. No, I'm not saying that because I'm a fucking man. I'm saying that because this movie does it so overtly that it like turns off both men and women. I was watching this film with men and women, couples and stuff, and you could hear both men and women physically groan at some of the things that this film was doing. I mean, it's cool if this film wanted to be sort of like a quote unquote woke like horror movie that's like full of girl power, which cool, again, more power to you, man. Fucking girl power, you get them. Men ain't shit, right? But I mean, there's a certain point to where it just becomes like tasking and like overbearing and kind of like really fucking ham-fisted. I literally felt as if like they pried open my mouth and were like, "You're gonna fucking take this message," which their message is basically deep down every single man is a misogynistic, woman-hating fucking asshole, and which is one part funny and one part okay. See, I'm coughing because of like all of the shit they try to stuff down my throat. The reason I say that that's the film's message is that one of the key plot points of this film is that the killer or killers, as the trailer so obviously points out, that's another thing that I'll get into later, is that all of these killers are possessed white frat dudes that are possessed by the spirit of the old college headmaster who was a misogynistic woman hater who practiced like occult black arts, and he came up with like this secret incantation that will like unleash men's true alpha instincts, which is just a whole bunch of like script writing bullshit for like, we had to fucking come up with a justifiable reason why all these guys suddenly were like, oh, I hate women. Like, all right, okay, calm it down. But yeah, that's essentially the plot of the movie. Instead of just being a cool like slasher film like the original film was, this film had to go for the gusto and be the wokest that it could fucking possibly be, which, as I'm reading some of the other reviews online, it's pretty split down the middle. It's like some people are saying, some men and women are saying like, oh fuck this movie, it's too woke. And then some men and women are also saying like, I don't give a goddamn about what any adult white man has to say about this film. I'm an adult man, but I'm not a white man. I'm a ethnic man, I'm a Mexican man. So here's my, I guess, unique perspective on the film. And at the end of the day, I mean, the film, it does bring to the table some interesting ideas, but the film ultimately isn't that well made or well acted or that interesting enough to pull off these brought up ideas. It again just feels like a college or high school level like argument between two people, and then it just like fizzles out at the end. The movie doesn't know how to end. Instead of coming up with a cool ending, the movie like does some real poor symbolism where all of the girls like, spoilers, fuck it, right? Who cares? Where all the girls get together and beat the shit out of the frat guys and burn down the fucking frat house and attempt to like have some like really like in your face symbolism, like we're burning down the male patriarchy. Like, alright, cool. I mean, with all that being said, I know I kind of bashed on this movie a little bit and its over wokeness. I'm going to have to give this movie a 4 out of 10. I mean, it's corny, it's predictable, it's really in your face, shoving this message down your throat, and of course, it's not, this movie, I'm not the demographic for this movie. I'm obviously not the demographic for this movie. I mean, this movie clearly has its demographic, and maybe it'll do great with that demographic, but from what I saw in my movie theater, there was a total of 4 people in there, or I guess 5 people in there, and yeah. I'm Ryan.T, and ho ho ho.